All right, so let's get started with our diminutive turner. Martin. Doesn't look so diminutive.
Let me get into Zoom mode here. Hold on.
He's not talking about you. He's talking about the
Wait a minute now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Marty,
Okay.
go that way. Stand at the corner. Yeah, that's
That's
it.
the corner. You're gonna have to. You gotta hit your mark, right? Is this like, you know, live television? Okay, so you're all zoomed in.
Wait a minute. I think I need a new lens.
Okay. We'll start with this one then. It's a piece of oak. I first just rough turned it, got to a disc, drilled a bunch of holes into it, filled it with the acrylic resin you can get at the hobby store for casting, you know, little things, make paperweights. You can get dyes for it. For whatever reason, it took forever to cure. I never really got completely hard. I don't know. I thought I had mixed it right, but I guess I was off on it. But this was actually mixed and poured last year, and it was still kind of tacky. But something I want to try again. I think it's an interesting effect.
What'd you use to color the acrylic?
At the hobbies, like Michael's, they sell dyes specifically for it.
Oh, okay.
So I went with that. I mean, you could try other stuff, I guess, but I decided to, you know, use what they recommend. So that's that. And then, let's see, we have a vase. Where? Where? And one day it will grow up to look like this. Okay, so, you know.
Too much sanding.
Too much sanding. And then, you know, another pair. Now, these are put on the ends of some curtain rods at home. Yeah, okay. We have a slightly strange looking box. As I was working on the top, the wood busted on me, and I said I want to keep it because I like the top of it. And so it was, you know, on the lathe this way. Looked around, what did I have sitting there next to it, and glued on this piece of, I don't know if it's bloodwood or red heart, and finished the box that way. So, I mean, it's a weird looking combination, but as I said, I wanted to keep it because of the
Pillbox.
Yeah.
way the top
one
is.
pill.
Huh?
A pill.
Well, hold a big pill. I mean, a horse pill. Let's see. Some scrap of wood. I just, you know, made a little ring. Figured to try that for fun. There's two different. That one's a little tight. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Pleasantary?
First Easter egg of the season.
There you go.
It's from the small Easter bunny.
Yeah. Huh? And a bowl made out of a piece of pine I had lying around. Oh wait, no, there's more. Wait, there's more. What's up? A piece of cherry burl. Bob Brady had given me a bunch of wood, a bag full. Most of it was very punky. As you can see, this has a lot of.
I gave it to you.
I know. I mean, I could have cut it up and made a bunch of vases this size out of it, but I wanted to try using it, and there's various openings through it. And here's another piece. It had splits, so I filled the splits in with some copper powder. So, that's it.
Let's go this way. Whose is?
Okay, piece of elm, American elm. Just like this wood, just beautiful grain, salad bowl finish. And this platter is poplar.
That's
And
poplar.
this is finished with, actually it's violin varnish. And I do that kind of work in my profession, and You start out with a lighter color on the bottom, and the color is not, the wood is not stained, the color is in the varnish. And then you build up the colors and you get that. That's just what it is.
Is that applied with brush or rag?
Actually, I started out with mineral oil.
Oh, okay.
So the color would be more even and not so blotchy. And it turns out blotchy anyway. And then I sprayed the varnish on.
Oh, okay.
It's an alcohol, it's spirit varnish.
Okay.
And,
So you add your color to the spirit varnish?
yes, I make the varnish too. I make it from scratch. You get your shellac flakes, alcohol that dissolves, and you mix in 2 resins, gum mastic and gum sandarac, and a little bit of lavender oil. That helps slow down the drying so you can work with it easier. And then once that's all made, you have to boil it down. You have to go through this process. It's not that difficult to do. And that's what I do. So it's actually, the last time I did it, I'm forbidden to do it in the house anymore because I started a fire. And,
But it's easy to do.
I had to do it when the wife was in the kitchen. It's just the way it went. But it doesn't make a lot either because I can't make that much at a time, and you only get like maybe half a pint. And then I just sprayed it. Sprayed it.
No, great.
Thank you.
Very good.
This is a natural edge cherry bowl, which we did in the Tuesday morning group, and there were probably 7 or 8 of us that were involved in turning it, and I finished it. The finish is a coat of sanding sealer and 2 coats of salad bowl finish.
And that's going to BOCES. Excellent. See, that's what we talked about.
That's very pretty.
Very nice.
This is, I'm gonna start here. This one is another collaborative effort, a piece by committee that we did at the Tuesday meeting. This was a hunk of mahogany Doug gave to John, right? And that's
Yes.
the piece I think was a stair thread. And from that we turned this out. And I took it home to finish it. I put 1 coat of tung oil finish on it, but I think I'm going to take it back and
Put some more coats
put
on
some
it.
more coats on it. That'll do it. This was a
Pete,
yes.
before you leave that, how did you burn in those grooves?
I think we just spun it on the lathe.
We took a piece of, we tried a lot of things because we had, we were in John's shop and he didn't have a piece of
Formica.
Formica, so we started searching around. What do we end up?
We ended up taking a sliver of walnut, and
And
we
that
were able to
worked.
get the lathe up at good enough speed.
Yeah, high
and
speed,
the walnut, wants to melt down. Formica is really a better.
Osage
harder
orange,
material.
I
We use regular walnut. And
We
it
cut the groove first with a skew, I think it was, and
Yeah.
then we burned in the line with that piece of.
It's just that the walnut wants to.
Try Osage orange or locust next time.
This is actually
Some kind of a hardwood, rosewood too would be.
It's very, very
any of the
hard.
hardwoods that will withstand friction and not melt away on you.
these cutouts here I did. This, I'd come to a point, square, and we decided that, well, these parts were kind of big. We wanted to decorate it. So what I did was I took a drum sander on my drill press, and I set up a fixture so I could have this slight angle, and then I just sanded it in and then finished it off by hand to do that, and that was it. But I will put a couple more coats on it. This is a box I had made a while ago, but it wasn't quite, the top wasn't quite finished. I had a mark from the center of the lathe, so I cut that out, put a little button on the top, and then returned it, and then put a coat of tung oil finish on it. And this one's also going to go to Norm for BOCES. Yeah. That was it for this month.